Smart, smart, do. We are the children, the children of God. Come, come, come. We change our world. We have what it takes to do it smart and make it smart. Welcome to our Smart Do.
Hello children, welcome back to another exciting episode in social studies. This is Standard 5, looking at a subtopic known as modern communication. Modern communication is about communication that is being used currently, or at the moment, the means of communication that are being used. We talked about communication is a form of way of sending information or messages from one person to another, or from one place to another. Sending of information or messages from one person to another, or from one place to another. That's what we talk about, communication. Okay? So, as we start on our forms of modern communication, we start with the first one known as postal services. Postal services. Okay? So, our postal services works in this way, whereby we write a letter or the message that you want to convey through a letter, or even you could send a parcel with the postal services. Now, for the postal services, it is managed by what we call the Postal Corporation of Kenya, PCK. So it's managed by the Postal Corporation of Kenya. So what you do, you write basically your message on a piece of paper, put it in an envelope, then take it to the postal, any postal place, okay, that we have. As you take your letter in an envelope, they're able to charge you a minimal charge of sending your parcel or your letter from one place to another, okay? That's through what we call the Postal Corporation of Kenya. So we have a lot of posters whereby they deal with sending of these parcels or letters from one place to another. So what they do, they deliver written messages in form of letters or parcels from one place to another. For example, I could send a letter to my parents or to my grandparents, write a letter to them, go to the nearest poster, okay, write an address, write the information, hand over, I'll be charging a minimum amount, probably 20, 30, 40 shillings. They will stamp the envelope. As I leave it there, probably in a week's or 2 weeks' time, I'll find probably in Nyeri, Nakuru, Murang'a, Kisumu, Nakuru, my information or my message would have reached, and will find my aunt or my whatever, or my dad, my uncle, my relative reading that information or that message. Okay? Number 2, we go to what is known as the telephone services. Telephone. Now, in the past there was no telephones. There were no telephones that were being used. So one of our modern means of communication being telephone, whereby we have different kind of telephone. One, we have what we call the landline, the one that you hold and you pick and you talk to your parents, you talk to the person, the relevant person, you dial the number and call the relevant person. We have what we call the landline, and now we have the other one known as the mobile phones or the mobile telephone. Telephone has been very efficient for us. This is sending spoken messages, okay? So this is effective in sending spoken messages, okay? Sending spoken messages. So it has been very effective for sending spoken messages from one person to another, or from one place to another. So, by use of mobile phone, whereby mobile phones have become very common nowadays, as we are talking about in the year 2020, mobile phones have become so rampant, whereby almost everyone, actually I think almost everyone, has a mobile phone as a means of communication. For example, I have a mobile phone here, very efficient, very useful for communication, whereby I'll be able to communicate to my family members using a mobile phone. Now, it can also be used for sending messages through what we call the text messages. So the mobile phone has been very efficient even in sending of text messages. So telephone, for example, I would like to call somebody. I will just go to my dial list, call the person that I want according to my dial list, call the person, and efficiently to tell me call with which line. For example, in our country we have the Airtel, we have the Safaricom, okay, whereby you'll be able to communicate to the various people that you want to call and communicate on your phone. So mobile phone has been very efficient for people to call. Now, since the world has been able to evolve and continue to modernize, there are actually several apps in our phones. For example, one known as the WhatsApp. People could send messages via what we call the WhatsApp. You could use what we call the WhatsApp call, whereby you could call people via the WhatsApp with the enablement of what we call the internet. Has become very rampant for us to call through the phone, through what we call WhatsApp call. We have what we call the email, we have the Skype, we have Facebook calls, Facebook texting messages has become very rampant, whereby it has become very effective and very efficient for people nowadays to be able to communicate. So communication has become very effective through our mobile phones. Okay. We also have what we call the tablets that are there nowadays. People are able to use to communicate and send messages. Number three that we are able to look and check on is what we call the newspaper. Okay, newspaper. Newspaper has become a mode of communication that is being used today, whereby we have several newspapers. For example, we have what we call the East African newspaper being used for people to communicate, whereby this is a written, these are reports that are written daily or weekly. Okay. For example, this newspaper talks about US general reveal China, Russia tough wars in Africa. So these are newspapers that one could read and get useful information. Another kind of newspaper that we have the Business Daily, talking about business issues, dealing with business issues that we have in the country. So we have what we call the Business Daily. We have another newspaper known as the Daily Nation. We all know. It's a subsidiary of the NTV. So Daily Nation, we also have Daily Nation, which is frequently used in terms of politics. For example, you can see Caged Kingi, why Sonko is in trouble. So the newspapers are very effective in giving reports. We also have what we call the magazines. Okay, we have newspaper and magazines. So we have magazines such as this talking about weather and climate. This is one magazine talking about weather and climate. So this is a meteorological newspaper magazine. We also have the African Review. This talks about African issues affecting Africa. We also have the Karsnep Newsline. So all this talking about accounts, various systems, information on accounts. These are magazines very helpful in sending information and communication in our country. The other one that we're talking about is number 4 that we talk about is on email. We have email. Email. This is what we call the electronic mail. The electronic mail is a form of communication. It's used to send the electronic mail, sending mails via the internet, which is another form of communication whereby someone is able to send information, whereas one has an email address. So it's very important to know about the email. Now, there's another one known as the radio and television. Radio and television, as I finish. Now, the easiest and the fastest way to send information that could reach many people at the same time is by use of the radio and television. For example, I have a radio here. I think you can listen. This is a radio. So sending information, it can be used to entertain. It can be used to entertain people. So by use of the radio, people are able to get entertainment by the radio, get information wherever they are. So you could also educate people. I think you can listen to that song. There's a song on the radio. So by that, people are able to understand and get education. So the last thing is on television. We have a television here. I'll be able to host the television. This is a television set here. So whereby people are able to watch the different stations in our country, and it's able to reach many people in our country. So thank you so much as you're able to read this. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.